And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Minecraft. Working slowly into Draconic, as well as a few other little tidbits coming our way. Because I want a cool orb-like battery, because I think these are pretty cool looking. I think they're pretty cool looking. And, yeah, but it only holds 2 trillion RF. You know, it only holds 2 trillion RF. So yeah, we're wanting some power. Let's see.
Saved up power instead of on demand.
So yeah, the tier 7, 2 trillion RF. I mean that's a lot of power. It is. I'm not denying that. The tier 8 actually is like 9 quintillion power. It's a lot of power. But yeah, we're 2 trillion power. That's a good amount of power to start with. And I do want to show an alternative battery to this glowy orb thing, just in case you want to do something else. So we need to get some auto crafting going on here. So we're going to do Draconic. All right, some of the things that we're going to need are Draconic cores. We're definitely going to need, I'm going to have 2 interfaces on Draconic cores. There's a lot of things that go into Draconic and a lot of things you use many of. So Draconic cores is one of them. Energy core stabilizers uses those Draconic cores. So we're going to do that. Oh, we are right at the top of one. Okay, and then from that we're going to do energy core stabilizers. And nice, because we're going to need a few of those. And we need some, so that's Draconic cores, Wyvern cores. Here's where the Nether Stars come in. Wyvern cores, lots of Nether Stars. Lots and lots of Nether Stars. So many Nether Stars are going to go into this process, which is why we have so many Nether Stars. Okay, so Wyvern energy core. I don't think we can do Draconic yet. Yeah, see, that needs Awakened. The Awakened is where the clincher is. So get some of this early stuff out of the way. So we've got the, let's do Draconic. So we've got the Draconic core, the Wyvern core, energy core stabilizer, particle generator, which I don't know what that does. But anyway.
We need one.
Yeah, particle generator. I'm not sure what that is for. Let's hit a U on that. Ah, it's used in just crafting of the energy crystals, which is okay. So I would like one of these. And I'm going to set it up on AutoCraft, even though we just need one of these. We just need one. Let's craft it. Because it's going to craft all the other stuff. There's the energy core. Now, I need 8 more of these. So let's get all of these going. 328 redstone blocks. 210 draconium blocks. It's a lot of blocks. We're going to need 9 times 4 particle energy core stabilizers. So 36.
Sure.
That's a lot of material going into this little guy. So let's see. I'll go up here. As you can see, we've got this little area marked out over here. And right where they meet, this very center block is going to be the energy core. Now, right now, it's saying it's all invalid. We're going to tier this thing up to tier 7. Okay, tier 7 is going to be required. And let's clear out some of this. So from this core block to the edge, right over there, that's 15 blocks exactly. So that works actually very, very well. Very, very well. Because it's actually perfect. And I know it's really, really dark, and I apologize. Okay, so the visuals on this, really cool. You can build guide right here. Build guide. Set that active.
Whoa.
And that blows this thing up, and as you get closer to it, it takes layers of material away. So this is one of the coolest features of a mod I've ever seen, is the build guide to build this thing. So it's basically a core of redstone with a shell of draconium blocks, which is why you need so much redstone. So basically, let's put the redstone around this, because sometimes it can be hard to see what you're doing. So yeah, it's just so cool. It's just so cool.
I've been doing it for the last, like 2 minutes.
It's just banging forward.
Even though it scared me when you first activated it.
Oh.
I'm just like, whoa, it grew.
So we got to do the core 3x3x3. So that's guaranteed 3x3x3. And we can, put a torch there to sort of help you see how it works. And it tells you, it says, oh no, see, that is wrong because there's a torch there and it needs a redstone. So that kind of tells you where your errors are, which is nice. The bottom is a little derpier. For some reason, the distances aren't really calculated very well from the bottom. So there's our 3x3x3 core. Now, I think we need to go... Do we have... Yeah, see, I think the shell goes out one more. You can see the 4 that go along here. Or the 5, I'm sorry. 5 go along here. So we do want another layer. And one more down. Okay, and then one on each side. Like so. And then basically come in here. Like so. And as you get more and more of these blocks in, you should start making sense of this whole thing, which, let's face it, this is a lot of redstone. I mean, let's face it, 328 blocks of redstone, that's thousands of redstone dust. And if you don't have a system set up for that just yet, it can be a little daunting. Okay, so...
Almost 3,000.
Yep. So now it's fairly straightforward. Now that we have the 5x5x5 done, now it's another layer on top of every face it's not connected. So there's another layer on top here. And then on top of that is a 3x3. Like so. And that takes care of the redstone for the top. Now these sides, same dealio, except you don't connect them. You don't expand them out. And then again, 3x3. And let's take care of this side. out here. Okay. The further you get out from it, so it makes it a little tougher to see because you can't get as close. You can't take away as many layers as you used to be able to. So okay, and I think, yeah, I haven't done the bottom yet, which is okay. And then the bottom, same thing. Bottom is a little tougher because it doesn't seem to want to go away as close as you can get to it.
And it doesn't really go away at all.
So I'm not sure if there's some issue with the math or what, but it's a little hard to see. Oh.
It's okay if you're not looking straight up at it. It de-renders, but kind of counterproductive.
Okay, that is all of the redstone. Now we move on to the zirconium, which is actually really straightforward. It's just basically every block that isn't redstone. So we just cover the zirconium all the way around. Like so. And we can put some torches on to help everybody see stuff, because this is the last layer. Okay, and then of course we do all of that. And now we don't do those corners because that's not redstone right there, so we're not actively covering up redstone.
It needs to look spherical.
Yep.
Well, sphericals you can get in this game.
We don't want to put too many torches because we have to take them off anyway when we spawn it in, because I'm not even sure if it'll create it if it's got torches on it. It'd be like, hey, I've got torches. I'm not supposed to.
Wrong block, wrong block.
Did you just pick that up?
Did I? I did.
You are way over there, and that the magnets in this game are astounding. I'm sitting right next to you, and you're way further away, and yet the magnet is like, no, this is mine. Okay. Getting there, and it's always, I always have the bottom last because reasons. So this goes around the edge. Basically, it just covers up all the faces of redstone, leaving you with a nice little zirconium orb. Then there we go. Now we need the energy stabilizers, and because we have such a high tier, we can't really right click on this because, you know, the core is way deep inside. So if we pull these energy core stabilizers, these babies need to go. That's why I centered this on here. They need to go in a 3x3 formation around there, and they turn into circles when you know you've done it right. So basically it should, all four of these, and you don't have to orient it this way. You can orient it basically the stabilizers are the left and right, top and bottom. But they just have to be on a single plane. You can't have... I couldn't have like 3 of these on this plane and then 1 up there. That wouldn't work. Really? Okay, 1, 2, 3. So now I can build guide inactive because I don't need it anymore. And it's telling me stabilizers are valid, core is valid. Well, guess what? I'll take the torches off. Nice and dark. Now, watch what I do. What happens when I do this? Activate. Boink. And now it looks like the internal stabilizers, the internal arches and supports are actually holding that thing up, which is kind of cool. It's almost like I planned it. Almost. So yeah, this little guy here, you know, it's got 0 power, but look at that. It holds 2 trillion, 2.14 trillion RF, which is awesome. And it's just going to sit here and hold RF for us. So how do we get RF in and out of this thing? Well, that would be energy pylons. That's what those are for. And we don't really have the means. Well, we may be able to. Let's see. Let's see if we can do this. I want an energy, not an energy core. I want an energy pylon. And I want to auto-craft these for reasons. Because, you know, the recipe is a little much. Eyes of Ender.
Well, I thought Draconic was a little much, and that was the point.
Yeah, that is true. So I'm going to make an energy pylon. And I need some glass. Just regular old glass. So how do we get power into this thing? Well, I'm glad you asked. We need to use energy pylons. And we can put them anywhere. You don't have to put them like a certain wolf puts them only on the very center top and on the very center bottom. You can put them both like right next to one another. What I want to do, let's see if I can fit this in here. I kind of want to do, I don't really want to upset the view from the bottom. Like, I don't want to be standing here and seeing like weird energy pylons.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put one on this side, on the top. Actually, put them both up here. So I'm going to put one basically here and here. And then you put the glass on the side facing the orb. That should have done a thing.
It's not doing things.
It's not doing the thing that it needs to do. I put these one too far. Let's do this. One closer, because this is right at the edge. That should have done stuff and things. Do I have the wrong block? Oh. Why did it do that? It's really not supposed to.
I love how it chill sews his glass.
Yeah.
Draconic evolution glass.
So one of the things I want to do, I'm going to take this down. So if you want to,
Yep.
you and your strong magnet.
Here, let me see if I can turn it off and back on and see if that'll make yours override mine. Just to try.
I'm going to go down here with it. Okay, so glass, yoink, yoink. Because right here, the center of the orb is technically above, so that's where you want to be. And the little purple particly effects tells you that it's good to go. So you can right click with your hand, of course, and get, you know, change the output. So this is power in, this is power out. So power in, let's see if we can actually make this work. I want a couple quantum entangled porters, and they're gonna craft up lickety split. Hey, I said lickety split. Let's go. There we go. I want a couple of these. I'm gonna see if I can just push power directly into them. So I'm gonna put one. First of all, we need to push power into the orb. So this one is going to be power. No, I'm going to do a new one. This is battery supply, and we're going to add that. So this is battery supply, energy output, eject on. Obviously, there's no power there, so we're going to go down to where our reactors are, turbines, and we're going to reset this one to battery supply instead. That's the only change we need to make there. So now we should be pushing
50 million.
Yep, we're pushing power into the battery now. And it's doing so at 210,000 RF per tick, which happens to be the exact output of those reactors, turbines. So this one is going to be going back to power supply, and this one is going to be energy input, eject off. So this one here is getting power pushed into it with great gusto. So as you can see, the transfer rate. So now I can click on the other turbine. Yay, this other turbine activate. Wonder Twin Powers activate. So this thing is now going. Obviously, it's not going to be putting out very much power because it's just started. But the reactor itself, look at this. Huge amount of optimization here. This has really dramatically gone down. This is the best that you're going to see. This is actually going to go down even more. The millibuckets per tick is at about where it's going to be. The efficiency, the reactivity, 480%. By far, this is the most fuel efficient reactor that I have ever seen in Minecraft. It is such an efficient reactor. So good. And yeah, this thing is going to spin up, and it's going to take a while. It'll take a while to spin up. But with that was a pretty successful battery there. I'm liking it. Getting up here, you can see the particles, you know, a lot more particles going in than out because we are feeding this thing a metric ton of power. Oops.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I want to try to, I need to right click this thing up here. So right now it's kind of trying to figure out how much power it has, how much it wants. It's basically pushing out as much power as it's pulling in, and that shouldn't be a thing. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're not using much right now.
I mean, it's saying it's a net gain of 11, and that shouldn't be a thing. So where are we disappearing power from? That is the question. There's power somehow disappearing. It was working for a bit. I don't think there's anything. I'm gonna go check the dimension. That should have been charged up, no problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's really nothing else using power down here, other than our dragon dimension. Yeah, there seems to be some bug somewhere regarding power. Something just eats power, and I'm not sure what it is. Like there shouldn't be any issues with power. So those are all eject. For some reason, we're not on net gain power, and I don't know why. It's really concerning though, because it's too late. You back away. You back away way too late.
You were going to. Well, remember I glitch out every half a second or so.
So we need to figure out why this thing is doing this. So I want to grab some Ultimate Universal cables. And let's see. Yes, this has got power. So if I do this, okay. Why are you?
Yeah, no, this is full.
Input, eject off. Okay, power's going up. Yeah, there is a problem with like mechanism pipes or something. There is a bug that is yet being fixed regarding some of these things. But it looks like we've got it fixed because these things have been refreshed now. So we've already got 2 billion RF in there, which isn't bad. I mean, that's not bad. But that seems to have fixed it. I think there is a bug with the entangleporters. Like if they're right next to a power source, they just get like infinite power transfer, and they just eat the power. It just disappears the power. So I am not sure about that. But once you hook up a thing to it, it seems to be fine.
It's going down again. The entangleporter is.
What is?
On this side. The entangleporter on this side. It was going up. It was heading towards 1 million, and now it's not.
Well, it shouldn't have any in it. It should be
okay.
moving all of its power into the block itself. And we can look at that. The transfer into the orb is 252,000. Which is that's what tells you if you have a net gain or a net loss. So right now we're massive net gain, which is what we want. And
we're gonna need it.
Yeah, we are definitely gonna need it. But yeah, now I mean I could hook a few more. These things are a little limited. I think they're about 400 and something thousand RF per tick. it's hard to tell because it shows you in joules, but I think it's about 460,000 RF per tick. So yeah, we have some power moving out there. And if I use like cryo-stabilized flux ducts, that would be even worse because those things really don't like anything.
Yeah, I don't even know why they're a thing. They don't work.
Yeah. Well, they do work in a very specific set.
Oh.
But if you're trying to move power from a generator or a battery, they disappear power. But if you're just like powering machines, they work great. But yeah, in a situation like this where you're pulling power directly from a battery or something, ooh, you don't want to use those. All right. So we are net positive on power. We have a battery that's capable of holding 2 trillion power, which in terms of mechanism batteries is a drop in the bucket. Let me just put it that way. But I like how that fits perfectly in the cathedral. It looks like a...
Yes.
Yeah, it looks...
My cathedral has been decorated with a shiny... It's a disco ball.
It is.
Party at Flowers.
All right. It's party time. All right, well, that will have to do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching. And I will see you next time.